How's it going, everyone? I'm Isle. Some more professional StarCraft 2 coming at you. Our first game in this best of 3 series is on Royal Blood, and we have a Zerg player who I love to watch from South Korea. It's Dark. His opponent is, well, at least in this tournament, one of the last remaining Protosses that got pretty deep. He's a solid player. It is Classic, also from South Korea. So yeah, without giving too much away, Classic was, I think he was the last Protoss standing. And then he got destroyed by a very, very, very strong Zerg. I guess you can make the inferences to beat him in the end. But yeah, I don't want to give too much away in case you haven't watched too many games from that tournament. There's so much StarCraft going on right now, it's actually really cool. Because I've got some replays from the Team Liquid map contest. One of those videos went up recently. I still have a bunch that I want to do from the ESL Summer. And then at the time of recording this, well, when you see this video, Home Story Cup would already have finished. But I'm actually recording this before Home Story Cup, so I'm very excited because Home Story Cup always gives good replays. I'm quite sad. This is the first year that I'm actually going to miss Home Story Cup in terms of watching it. I've never actually been there as much as I would love to. It's one of my dreams to go to Home Story Cup. It is one of my favorite tournaments. Anyway, I'm rambling on like an old man. Builds in this game seem pretty standard, but standard is a relative word when Dark is in the game, because Dark can suddenly decide, you know what I want? I want to make a bunch of units. And I want to go kill you. And Classic will be there like, well, any player playing against Dark will be like, but no, Dark, you're not playing by the rules. And Dark is just like, what's rules? He's the real bad boy of StarCraft. And I don't actually know if he actually is like that. He seems like a very nice guy. But he really is that pro player that just like, he doesn't care. He does his thing. Classic playing very normal. He's going for the Stargate opener. Classic's excuse me. Classic's not known for doing anything crazy. He's a very, very solid Protoss player, but he's not wild. He doesn't really do insane strats. There was a very good series that I want to cast as well, a PvP series where he made some really amazing choices. I don't want to give it away. That should be coming up later on this week. And I know it's a PvP, which is normally like me. Mirror matchups are not the best, but Classic played a real gem in that one. Okay, so we have Zerglings that got into the natural. The Adept got into the third base here of Dark, but it seems like everyone is defending pretty well. Just 2 Zerglings lost. Nothing crazy in this early game. Oracles, first one is out, second one is queued up. And that should prompt the third base. Yep. Oracle is here. Dark. He's Dark. He's gonna have lings across the map. That's what he does. He's already getting his spores up. He knows there's a Stargate. He knows exactly what's coming, and he hasn't taken any damage. With his third base finished now. He's making a couple of drones, going into an Evo as well. We'll see what time he wants to do something like the Roach Warren. But, yeah. Classic just getting a couple of creep tumors with this Oracle. He's not going too crazy looking for worker damage. I think he realizes that Dark's probably gonna deflect anything, although that being said, he's going after the Queen. Picks off a Queen, that's nice. Going for the second one. The Zerglings gathering around the Queen like, we'll protect you, even though they can't. 3 workers go down there. Very good. Behind this, Gateways, Twilight Council, Forge. Yeah, pretty solid build here from Classic. We'll see what tech he wants to go in. Well, we know he's going Twilight. We'll see which upgrade is the better thing to say. Maybe he's going to go for Resonating Glaives, for his adepts or just the standard blink. I don't expect a charge. Good job. Ooh, these oracles going in, getting a queen once again. How many have they gotten now? Oh, they got 2 queens. That's not bad. Third one is just setting up stasis wards. Wow. Ooh, that hits so much. And you see the mining here for Dark really drops quite drastically with that one. It's a lot of lost mining time. But it's Dark. Look at the Zerglings. The line of lings rushing across the map. There are zealots, there are adepts. That is charge. Oh my goodness. Okay, I am never going to try to predict what happens again. These Zerglings, they are just almost +1. They've just got their metabolic boost, their speed. It's a Baneling bust. Oh, this is not something we see all that often. Dark just making units. He's down 46 workers. He decides after that, I'm just gonna bust you. There's a couple of zealots, but they are slow. Here comes the Banelings. Classic's trying to split up. Oh. Okay, not too impactful, but yeah, Dark wants to get rid of this third. The Oracles come back to help defend. This is such a Dark thing. He's even got the queens here in front. Such a Dark build. Banelings are getting rid of the zealots, but the probes are still here and they have not been dealt with. There are a couple of Zerglings waiting for them over here. The wall is empty. That means the Zerglings are going to not flood in. No, he's going to focus on the third. Oh, I've closed the production tab. More and more lings on the way. He's actually making some drones behind this and going into range. So he's not expecting this to win, but we're going to go for bust number 2. And here we go. Come on, Zealot, stand in the way. And the Zerglings flood in. This is panic stations for Classic. The Banelings are going to be aiming for the probes. They're getting a little bit stuck behind buildings now. Oh, they hit so hard. The Oracles are trying their best to defend, but this is so much damage. So many unpowered buildings. Classic has taken another base over here, but yeah, that was, oh, the lovely lady's taking a pleasant stroll back. So yeah, that wasn't a full all-in from Dark, and he has now got a brilliant worker lead. That was such a good attack. Ooh, you got to be careful with those. Oh, they've got such low health. And Dark's not finished. Here we go. Let's have some more. Round 3. That gateway's in a lot of trouble. It's open. The lings with +1, they do deal a lot of damage. Charge is finished for these zealots. Classics upgrade, he also has +1. Those oracles had to be recalled to try to help out with the defense. Oh, Classics being put in such an awkward position here by Dark. He's going for some high Templar now. Doesn't have Storm yet, so it's just going to be Archons. But yeah, look at the difference in supply. Dark with a massive lead. And 28, 24 more lings on the way. This aggression isn't done. Now it's just going to happen with a bunch of roaches at the same time. Here the lings go once again. I like the way Dark plays. I want to play like Dark. Well, I want to play like any of the pros. But Dark has such a fun way of playing Zerg. It's so different. Okay, you gotta be careful with those Archons. Archons, they obliterate Zerglings. But he finds this base, gonna pick off a couple, well, 3 workers. Gets out once again. Just forcing Classic to be on the defensive. I would love to see him make a couple of Banes and just go rolling them in. He doesn't need his +2, and he actually went into the ranged upgrades instead. So he's making the transition to roaches over here, getting roach speed. +2 ranged attack is almost halfway done. Whereas +2 for Classic is very much close to, well, now it's done. Ground weapons level 2. A lot of Archons. So he's going Stalkers, Archons, getting his blink up. He's just trying to recover a little bit, but here comes the Queens once again, and a ton of Roaches. They're pushing straight into that natural. The army is out of position. That lets Dark get a good position over here. He tries to split up his Roaches very nicely. He's got a brilliant surround here. Great angle of attack. And those Archons, they're good, but they're not that good. The Roaches keep pushing forward. The Queens are kind of looking at it, cheering everyone on. Now they're getting into it. GG. Dark takes game number 1. That was fun. Game number 2 in this series is on Ancient Cistern. I loved what Dark did in that previous one. And that's the risk of Dark. Dark really, he can turn up the aggression instantly, just like that, and be throwing a bunch of Zerg units down your base. Yeah, even when you think you've done well. Because, I mean, Classic did a lot of damage to Dark in that previous game. He had a good early game. He got decent damage in, and then all of a sudden, Dark just flips the switch and bang, there he goes. Okay, we get the block. Probe's gonna try to get the drone, not gonna get too much. Seems like a normal build from Classic once again. Ancient Cistern, decent map for PvT. There's no Terran here. Where's the Terran? PvZ, that one. But again, that's when you're playing against normal Zerg players. Dark. I'm a little... maybe I should stop. I sound like a bit of a Dark fanboy. I think I am. Actually, I just really enjoy watching the pros play. Like, obviously, you know, playing StarCraft is really great, but watching it at this level, it's the same as professional sports. You know, I can't quite play a sport at the level of the pros. And the same with StarCraft. But very fun. I find myself getting stuck watching tournaments, and I love it. To the point where I don't even watch traditional sports anymore. Like, a lot of that has become really just about, hey, let's throw money at the next best player. I'm looking at you, football. Not American football, soccer. Soccer. I don't know why I call it football, because where I live, we also call it soccer. Or disky. So, you know. Don't ask why it's disky. It's not an English word. It's Zulu, I think. But yeah, Dark is able to see. I'm rambling again. You can see it's early game. Not much is happening. So I've got time to talk absolute nonsense, give you stories. Stargate once again. Zergling speed. Very, very normal stuff here. A couple of Zerglings are moving out. Yeah, Adept. Is this a full wall? No, he's gonna need another structure over there, right? Right? Yeah, that definitely needs another structure. Okay, that gateway is gonna come up a little bit later. Ooh, annoying pylon. When Dark wants to take his third, nothing too major. And there he goes. Tiny bit of a delay. Classic just trying to get as much of a delay as he can. Ooh, nice, he gets a drone. And then he gets around it. He gets another one on the way. Oh, he's going to get out? No, he's not going to get out. That's unlucky. Yeah, you don't really want to be losing the Oracle, the Adept. But getting a little bit of value with him is always good. Yeah, there we go. Completes the wall off. And nothing too major now. Dark is making a round of Lings as Ling speed finishes, but not enough to really do catastrophic damage. He just wants to move across, check on the third base. He sees no third base yet, but yeah, he finds that there is the probe moving across along with the Oracle and the Adept. So Dark knows what's going on. Good scout there by Dark. We'll see if he turns it up again. I would not be surprised, because that's the type of thing that he does. But we'll see what Classic can do. Classic's a good player. Classic's actually a really good player. Yeah, one of the strong Protosses left over in the scene, which is, you know, I think a lot of people always talk about the win rates and things like that. of each of the different races. But yeah, if you just look at the amount of Protoss players in the top 10, it is low. But then top 50, there's a lot. There's a lot of good Protosses out there. It's just they're always competing against Mara and Serral. Which is not easy. And then you go online and you're competing against Clem and MaxPax. It's like, oh, gee, guys, come on, give me a break. Hey, Hero Marine still wins a couple of online cups, but yeah. Formats like this one on the offline, they are difficult. It is a dark type of thing to do. He's going Nidus. And Dark is going to try to get these oracles away so that they don't spot it. What is he going to throw in it? Does he have... He doesn't have a Roach Warren. Is this just going to be Queens and Lings? Has Classic seen it? No, he still doesn't know. Alright, so it is going up outside. Well, now he knows. And we'll see the oracles come in now. The workers, pop the queens out, go away, and then pop them straight back in. So the queen-based aggressive pushes are becoming more popular again. Although now the guys are using things like Niduses. So we've got queens in the front here. They're starting to hack away. The Zerglings are dealing with the third base. There is another one coming up, but there are probes there. One queen comes out and a couple of lings. But there we go. More. Oh, look at this. So lone queen doing her best. Actually doing a decent job there. 11 probes have gone down. There's more Zerglings here. This one does pop. Immediately the queens come out. They transfuse the Nidus, and Dark is in the main of Classic. That's 16 probes going down. There's an Overlord pooping creep over there. And yep, that is queens and Zerglings galore in your base. What do you do about that, Classic? More Lings rushing in. Dark is going all in on this one. With the queens there, Classic's got nothing. He's got nothing to play against this. I love the way Dark plays. Look at how aggressive he plays. Yeah, this is chaos. That's 21 workers going down. The Lings are in the mineral line. Another Nidus is coming up in the natural. Classic knows is beaten. GG. Dark takes a series 2-0. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more StarCraft 2 content. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.